Meet one of the most famous residents here. The African bush elephant matches the mountain. These are the largest land animals in the world. The record for size is held by a big boy who weighed 24,000 pounds and was 13 feet tall at the shoulder. That's as heavy as a large school bus. They aren't all that big, but they are significantly larger than their Asian cousins. These herbivores eat around 350 pounds of vegetation per day. It would take 15 average cows to beat that amount. Look at them. They're spectacular trunks, each possessing nerves, connective tissue, fat, and 150,000 muscle fascicles in a very complicated arrangement surrounding the nasal passage, and all neatly wrapped in gray, wrinkly skin, giving this upper lip and nose combination truly phenomenal multitasking abilities, ranging from wet vac, shower nozzle, snorkel, trumpet, tree snapper, tourist tosser, affection giver, and all-purpose picker-upper with exceedingly fine motor skills and incredible lifting power. These are truly mythical creatures, completely unrealistic, except for the fact that they're real. They are unlike any others, and they tell us something about the personality of God. He has taken something that should be goofy. Look at those powerful tree trunk legs, the hose nose, those flappy ears and wrinkled, sagging britches, and he's made it majestic. These beasts make wrinkles look wise. They are noble and magnificent creatures, even with hose noses. And their goofy little calves are wrinkly old souls too, despite all having clown personalities. I've been told that elephant skin, while being tough and thick, also has a delicate nerve network, enabling them to feel a single fly landing anywhere on their house-sized bodies, which in a land full of flies must be incredibly annoying. But we know that their feelings go way beyond nerve endings. These creatures feel love and loyalty very, very deeply. And believe it or not, their behavior is one more proof that we live in a spiritual world. In 1999, a group of elephants went rogue in South Africa. Their matriarch had been killed by a poacher, and the elephants were afraid and angry and destructive. A man named Lawrence Anthony stepped in. He successfully and boldly calmed the new matriarch with nothing but his body language and tone, and was eventually able to get the herd moved to a preserve where they would be safer from poachers and also have room to be their massive selves. Anthony continued to have contact with the herd until they accepted the new lands as their home. And here's where the story becomes impossible for materialists. 12 years later, Lawrence died of a sudden heart attack, and far, far away, the elephants somehow knew Lawrence was gone. And the herd that he had helped began to travel to say their goodbyes, bringing friends and young, crossing miles of terrain until they reached the house of the man who had shown them kindness. They encircled Lawrence Anthony's house for days, swaying and grieving in a funeral liturgy similar to how they mourn one of their own. and then they dispersed. And that is the kind of creature God made the elephant to be. A wild animal large enough to stomp your house into kindling, but kind enough and wise enough to gather and mourn the loss of one good man. Like the wise man said, an elephant never forgets.